Gary your horticultural special ops, semi-nomadic botanical mercenary at your service. Today's mission is to get 2 really big king palms to a really nice gentleman named John in Concord. John has a really beautiful jacaranda out in front of his house. It's blooming right now. That tells me, hey, you know what? King palms should do well there because they have about the same hardiness requirements as a jacaranda. So I got some big ones for him. Let's go. And anytime you need any kind of horticultural operation, special ops mission accomplished, anywhere from Tijuana to Vancouver, especially when it involves some tropical plants, you call me, I'll get it done.
Yes, that's what you think it is. It's a big palm tree. The ones that are on my Jeep. The trailer behind my Jeep. It's actually Montero, but I call it Jeep. Anyway, there she is. And we gotta get this thing on the strut. You handy here? And yes, it is dark. I know that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? When you're a semi-nomadic botanical mercenary, special ops mission specialist in anything horticulture, you do what you gotta do. This tree is gonna be happily standing in John's garden come hell or high water by Thursday night when the sun sets. Put it right here, huh? You gonna fit? Look at this big truck. Oh, neighbors think I'm crazy. Maybe they're right. It's a tricky job. You heard that Run DMC song? It's tricky. Tricky, 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 tricky.
Keep your eye on the palm tree. All right, good news, people. Stage 1 is complete. We got the tree from Southern California to Northern California. Now, we're going to transfer it onto this trailer. I'm gonna go dump it off at the guy's house, and I gotta drive up to my ranch to get my big red tractor, come back, and try to get this thing on the ground. And that's how we roll. Oh, there they are. After a little night up on the hill in Lafayette. They slept really well out on the basketball court, and now it's ready to see their final day of glory, where they'll live forever. All right, I made it to John's house. How do I know that's John's house? Because there's a blooming jacaranda out front, and he showed me a picture of his driveway where I can get onto with these trees, move them into the backyard, and I saw some jacaranda flowers, and I was like, what? Look at that beautiful jacaranda in full, glorious bloom. Jeez, right here in Concord, California. That tells me that they've got a great little microclimate here. It says never been damaged. Look at that. Imagine having that right in front of your house. This wouldn't be any better unless you got something. Oh, look. I think I see a jacaranda in the backyard. There's Mount Diablo off in the distance. All right, somehow I got to get these trees back here. Let's figure it out. John, tell me about your jacaranda tree that's so beautiful right now.
Well, we planted it about 25 years ago.
Yeah.
The day it was snowing.
It was snowing.
It was snowing.
You said, hey, it's snowing today. It'd be the perfect day to plant a jacaranda, some tropical tree from South America.
And it's done perfect ever since.
That's
so
amazing. Look at that beautiful thing. Maybe I'll do a whole show on just the jacaranda.
Yeah.
But I was a little leery about these king palms out here. But you know, this is actually a really mild part of Concord because you're closer to the strait.
Oh, really?
It gets colder as you go that way.
We get up in the hills.
Then you get deep into the canyons of Clayton, and it's a little colder because all the air comes off Mount Diablo.
Oh, okay.
But here it's all diffused, and you get this influence from Highway 4 Delta breeze. But that is one of the most beautiful jacarandas I've ever seen.
Yeah, I have 2 more. I have another house on Salvio Street, and I have 2 more.
Right.
I went down to Southern California in '94 or something, my sister and I, and we were like, what are those gorgeous trees? We were down there in May, I think. And we had to have some.
So one of the cool things about
5-footer,
5 feet tall.
Yeah.
How long ago?
About 25 years ago.
25 years ago. So I think one of the coolest things about jacaranda, people complain about stuff that drops. I love the jacaranda drop.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a whole boulevard in Southern California with nothing but jacaranda street trees, and the whole asphalt is purple?
Yeah, exactly. They also
And-
did that amazing thing on the LA storm drain where they painted they glued the jacaranda plumes on the side of that storm drain.
Oh, yeah?
About 3 years ago.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I think it's on YouTube.
Right, and then John is further demonstrating his beautiful microclimate by all this hibiscus he's got. Look at that. He's got tree hibiscus all along here. And do you worry that eventually, like, people are going to start showing up with suitcases and they're going to be like, oh, isn't this our check-in for our Hawaiian vacation?
Yeah,
That could be a problem here,
that could be a problem.
especially with these king palms. All right, I got to get these things in. Let's do this. So, John, you know when plants are really happy? When they start coming up like weeds.
All over.
Look at this. What do you mean you can't grow a jacaranda in the Bay Area? Oh, yes, you can. Not only can you grow them, if you're at John's house, they start coming up naturally as seedlings because they like it here that much. Yeah. So there you go. Naturalizing jacaranda in Concord. It's
There
gonna
you go.
if they come back in 1,000 years, they're gonna be everywhere.
That would be ideal.
I think so. John, you know the best thing about my TV show? Well, it's not really TV anymore. My YouTube channel is that you get to snoop on people's backyards and what they're doing.
I love it. That's
When
good.
we're out in the front yard, everyone's like, "Oh man, I wonder what that guy's got in the backyard."
That's it.
Look at this, cool arbor. Look at this. This is like, where'd you get? What's the story on this thing?
That was done by, according to my mom, it was an Italian gentleman who actually did them in the 60s.
This is cool.
Yeah, he hand did them all, hand casted them and did them in the 60s.
That's never gonna rot,
It's true.
and it looks great. So then the other thing I noticed back here, besides the bounty of flora and the really cool classic Italianate pull that makes you feel like your parents. So this is John's parents' house that he picked up. Now he's gonna make it great again, right?
Yep.
And then the other thing I noticed, he's got Delinix Regia over there. One, and then another one right there. And so what's the story? Because that's like the flamboyant tree. How do you keep those? Like, sit here for how many years?
3 years.
3 years?
And we got them about 3 foot tall, so they've doubled in height. And we keep them in a kind of like a little plastic greenhouse that we assemble in the winter.
Oh, you just right where they are?
No, we actually move them over toward the house, and then we used a grow light on top of them to increase the.
Oh,
speed of
nice.
the light.
I'm also noticing your plumeria. Tell me about your plumeria success.
Definitely like those.
Look at that. That's beautiful. This is kind of new though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This-
he started about 12 inches high, and he's about 2 years old.
This should do really well. You know, this might even do well, like actually in the ground here if it has some decent drainage. You have to be up a little bit to get that drainage, but yeah, that's very, very cool. So, what's the plan for right here?
Well, when we redo the deck, we'll probably put in different. These were originally Italian cypress, and we're going to put in something a little bit more tropical, just to go with the theme.
I would recommend more king palms, truthfully, because they got that narrow trunk and they're not too, like in your face so much, and they get them kind of tall. And,
Oh, I never thought
Yeah.
palm trees in those.
yeah, that's yeah, that's something to think about. But I love the shape of the pool.
Yeah, we're going to redo the pool.
But the shape is really cool, though. So
Yeah.
you can kind of go off it and play off it. Maybe
Yeah.
get some. I don't know. Well, that's just the old style. That's not
Okay,
real
yeah.
stone. Yeah. All right. Well, it depends how hot it is, but you know where I might end up at the end of the day.
You're welcome to
I'm
it.
like a water dog when I see.
You're welcome to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, somehow we gotta get these ponds back here. They're going one over there in the big hole and one over there. Somehow I have to do it without ruining the arbor. So we'll see if we can accomplish that. Not to put any pressure on John, but I told him I expect big things out of him when this garden's done. His parents gave him a really cool base foundation of things to work with, and he is absolutely going to keep the theme going and bring the magic back and update everything. And so, tell me what are your big plans?
Retile the pool. Get a new deck going. Convert the fountain into a spa.
Oh yeah.
And move.
But how's that gonna work? Are you gonna keep? You just like kind of hang out around the?
Yeah, the actual structure stays the same, but we extend it back toward the fence.
Oh, I see. So you got that figured out already.
Right, and then we've got that going into a cove.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, they got this. Look at all this stuff. John's really like you gotta have me back.
You're
This will
absolutely
be
welcome
be
back.
about 5 years from now. I'll have more gray hair, but then the garden will look amazing.
Well,
yeah.
that's what we aim to do.
Right on. So I can't wait to see this. If you want, did your parents go on like vacations to Greece or something, or what did they?
No, my mom was she grew up in Oklahoma, and when she came to California, she said, I'm planting everything and redoing everything.
Roman style.
Yeah, she built it up like crazy. So.
This is awesome. Yeah, this is really great. Did she talk a lot about her garden and stuff? Was she really proud of it?
She's very, very proud of the
I
garden.
bet, I could tell. I mean, somebody really thought this through with all these details. And do you know anything about the statues, like where those came from? Your mom got? Or?
That came from Silvestri in South San
Oh, yeah.
Francisco.
So, I know Sandra Silvestri,
Yeah.
and I got to hang out with her dad.
Oh, really?
A real
There is-
Italian dude that could hardly speak any English. My garden TV show, we were over there, and he took me in the back of that place. He showed me all of his pictures of his big estate in Italy, and then he pulled out this grappa. You know what grappa is?
Yes.
So everybody makes like crazy, like hard liquor from like wine or something. And I went over there, and there was all these people that had all this, different types of grappa and all that. And everyone's like, my grappa's better than your grappa kind of thing. That's how it works there. And he pulls this out, and he and I got kind of wasted in the back. And then when they were filming out front, and I came back and I had to do this whole take when I was all buzzed.
Oh, great.
And then he passed away, but he used to drive around in a Maserati.
Oh,
guy.
did he really?
Yeah, he was a cool,
That's funny.
good-looking Italian stallion. That guy.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was Mr. Silvestri. Anyway, all right. Enough about the garden. John's gonna have us back someday.
Absolutely.
And this is gonna be
Maybe when
awesome.
the Tabuyas are in bloom.
Yeah.
Got those
Yeah.
going.
Right on. Wait. One last plant. What the heck is this thing? Look at this. I'm just noticing this. What's this? Oh, well, this is some kind of solanum. That's a solanum of some sort. Where'd you get this?
Ordered it from Florida, and I thought I'd play with it, see how far I can get it going.
Are you one of those plant nerds?
I think so.
Is that it?
I think so.
And then you got some cool magnolia here too.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
He came from Santa Cruz.
You're dangerous.
Plumeria.
Dangerous on the internet.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it. Let's get to work. Look at that lovely view. You know, I used to live out here. I used to love it out here. Concord, California, baby. This is the Naval Weapons Station. My dad always told me, if we're gonna get nuked, we'll be the first to know it. Because they're gonna nuke this weapons station first. And we lived right over there. Well, first we lived right over there, and then we moved over there, kind of near the fleet. But anyway, I'm off to get my tractor at my ranch, hopping on Highway 4, going through the Delta. And remember how I said, anything you need, eventually you can find on the side of the freeway for free. Well, we need blocks all the time to block up our plants like that, right? And we're always needing them. And look at what I saw in the weeds right over there. If you look closely, you'll see a little piece of a block. Well, there were 6 of them, now there's only 2. That's because there's 4 on my trailer now. Big old 4x4x8s. This is probably, I don't know, lumber prices are crazy now. It's probably $150 worth of wood. It's like it fell off someone's truck. I noticed it, and now it's mine. Otherwise, Caltrans is gonna come get it. They're gonna take it to the dump, and that's not efficient for the world. This one's all broken, but I'll still use it. Anyway, I got myself some free 4x4s. So always look on the side of the road, people. Everything you need, you'll eventually find there for free. All right, now when I was a kid, I didn't have to walk through any snow drifts, but I did walk a mile that way to my little elementary school, Wren Avenue, to my house that way, a half mile that way, on Farm Bureau Road. And here's the first palm I fell in love with. There actually were a few more out here. They must be gone now. But I used to always hope that there'd be a palm frond that would land on the ground, and yours truly would drag it all the way home. And I built a little fort of those things. And this was my first love of trees since the time I was in kindergarten. Right there, on the corner of Farm Bureau Road and Concord Avenue. I used to love that little brick house right there. But anyway, let's go get this king palm planted right up the road here. Okay, we're officially back on the job. Look at that jacaranda with the afternoon lighting. Woo, look at Jorge. He's even sexier than the jacaranda. They look great together. Woo, look at that. There he is. The legend. He's a legend. And that tree's legendary too. All right, now we've got the tractor back there. Yeah.
You reach the side of the truck, I think they know what they're doing.
You look like a legendary character.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit? Awesome. Because he's a super legendary. I'm sort of legendary.
This guy too.
That guy too?
What I do?
So we're all legendary. All right, my name's Gary. Right on.
I'm Britt.
You're officially in my movie now.
All right, nice to meet you.
You're gonna have to change that shirt there. How you doing, buddy? What's your name?
Mark.
Mark, right on. Mark and
Britt.
Mark and Brett. Right on. That's Jorge. I'm Scary Harry Gary.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And those are the beautiful hibiscus in John's garden. And there goes Jorge. We're ready to go. Ready to go. All right, remember the promise before the sun sets on Thursday, 2 days after I started this process. You're gonna have 2 king palms right there, and the sun is gonna set in 2 hours. So I need to make good with my promise right here, right now. Let's get it done. Maybe. Here goes my Jorge. Watch him while he goes. Wait. Here goes my hero. Something like that. Anyway, here we go. This is why I bought this tractor. Look at this thing. Oh, this thing's awesome. It's got this big old hook on it. This thing can extend out even more. Jorge's an ace at it. And we're gonna see if we can sneak it through here. We even go a little higher, maybe. Oh yeah, no problem. No problema. Where I come from, we say no problema. And that's how you do it, people. This reminds me of one time I saved a big giant blue palm out of a backyard in Pleasant Hill, like older than this house. Had a big backhoe, and the whole thing ended up literally in the pool. But the pool was all green, they didn't care. And they were gonna demo the pool. And I had to fish it out of the pool with the big backhoe. And that tree is now in my front yard. It's awesome looking, yeah. So now we're gonna pull it back this way, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, keep coming, you're good. Okay, now you gotta keep turning, yeah. See, we got it, we got it, we got it. Just like I said, it's in the pool. It's in the pool. What are you doing? What happened? I'm just kidding.
I got you. I got you. Now we can move it over, up.
Yeah, no, we're good. I like to make the movies more dramatic because people will watch them more, you know? Yeah. Looks like I'll have to drop down a little bit to go into the Eve. And this is the big one, so. Look at this awesome tractor. What do you think about my tractor? Yeah?
That's a good one.
All right. There we go. Here comes the ace. I had fantasies about driving the tractor and doing this, but he got on it before me. I'm like, who am I to boot him off the tractor, right? Now I'm just a measly videographer. Look at that. It's like the tractor was made for this job. Let's get a long view. Long view might be kind of interesting. Let's see what a long view looks like. And that's what the long view looks like. I'm telling you, you need palm trees, you call me. No problema. As they say. As I like to say. What would be really bad is the tractor going in the pool. John, let me tell you about a time I went to someone's house to see, they wanted to know if I wanted to remove their palms. They were doing a bunch of landscape demo. And I showed up and a dude was sitting, just walked out front, soaking wet, sat down with a look of death on his face, and he's like panting. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, oh dude, just leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm like, okay. I walked in the backyard and there was a full like bobcat on the bottom of the pool in the deep end. He backed up and fell in and got out.
Oh my God.
If I walked down there and he didn't get out, I'd be down there trying to pull the guy out.
God.
Yeah.
That
So
is crazy.
so we're gonna try not to do that here, obviously. Look, here we go. Look how easy this is. This is too easy. Are you gonna ask for a discount?
I'm just, no, this is entertainment value alone.
All right, here we go.
Jorge is just incredible.
Oh yeah. Well, you see, you haven't seen me on it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he'll do the second one. He's setting the pace and
Yeah, he is.
expectations.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So now we have to get my rope to play a little trick here. This is the transition. Let's go get the rope. John, do you ever get nervous about a guy that doesn't even come to the job and look at it, just shows up and says, yeah, I look at 2 pictures, I'm like, I can do that. No problem?
Not a problem.
I was pretty confident about my plan here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie this thing here. Then we gotta re-rig it so it'll stand up. Get as close as we can here without destroying anything. And get this thing right on the top of the hole. Okay. What we gotta do, I believe, is we gotta drop it down so it's almost on the ground. Well, I guess we gotta keep it off the fence. I'm gonna tie it up here to hold it up. Yeah. That's as close as you want to get. Okay, let's tie this thing up. Hey, Jorge. I think we got the right guy over here. Look how big he is. Did you play football, wrestling, or both?
Football.
Football. Where?
Liberty.
Liberty.
Brentwood.
Brentwood guy. Right on. I would. What position?
Offensive line.
Nice. That's what it looks like, man. Just bulldoze people out of the way. All right. Now, without further ado, let's drop this thing down.
We need to push the box this way, I can extend it.
Push the box. Which way?
Yeah, this way, because it's the
All right. Like that. Okay, let's see if the plan works. What we hope is that the whole structure doesn't come crashing down. Wait. Don't you want to put it down now? Down? I think. It's holding. It's holding. It's like a train.
Couple of bit. I'm not planning on getting smashed, Mark. I think the rope is holding it up now. I'm not.
Oh yeah, that's the idea. Okay, keep going down. I gotta get over here. Can you go turn the tractor like this a little bit? You can do it. Turn it like. So far, the evil plan is working.
Yeah.
There's the tree. Yeah, happy as can be, almost. And we are as far out extended as possible. And we can't go any farther because we have a beautiful pillar here. And so we're going to drop that arm and they're going to push that root ball and we'll just barely get it in. It's like all the jobs I do. I hate it when people build their shade structures too far away from the pool. It's just so tempting, but it's just not makeable. Well, maybe if you were like a professional long jumper, it's a deep end too right there.
Yeah, you
probably-
can put a high dive up there, John.
John, you gone off the roof yet? No?
No, the balcony's closest.
That's the only thing I used to do in high school. I tried to put a rope here to pull this thing over. That's why I'm up here. And it seems to be working pretty well. Now we're gonna take the box off.
Someone's gonna have
Drop
to
it.
pull on it. Yep.
Before you start saying stuff like that, you need to say, "Hey Gary, turn the camera on. I'm ready to say something cool."
That's exactly where I wanted it. The effect and everything, perfect.
All right, there you go. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Mom. Hey, look at that. Got the box out. I think it's perfect like that. Just drop it in the slot. Drop it in. And it's going to stand up. It's going to be happy. It's going to like it. I wonder if we got the depth right. I think we have the depth right. Let's do a little check. Get our shovel. You don't need a ruler. You don't need a tape measure. You just need your shovel. Get to the bottom. Right there. It's that much. And it looks pretty good. I think it looks perfect. No, I think it looks good. No, don't put any more in. I want to sit a little deep. I want to cover these roots right here. Sit a little deep. Moment of truth. Drop it in. Here we go. So, John, are you glad that I came over here ahead of time and made sure my tractor was going to fit between your?
I mean, it couldn't be any closer.
I
That's
know,
perfect fit.
that's right. At that angle.
You sure can read a tape measure.
So
huh?
here we have the thing right there. I think it's perfect height, perfect in there. What do you think?
I think it looks great.
Good to go. Get to tree number 2. Tree number 2.
Tree number 2.
All right, let's get tree number 2. Sometimes we need to use the airspace of the neighbor. Hopefully they're just watching TV right now and they're not noticing that. And you've got to be really careful of all kinds of things. There's hazards everywhere. Look at Jorge go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Down a little bit. Up. Oh, yeah. What a precision artist. All right, now he's going to raise it up a little bit, get it off the fence. All right. It took a little longer than I thought. We were in the dark and the phone battery died, but we got the job done. Now it's the next day coming back for the tractor and something that's even more critical than the tractor. But there they are, all installed. Happy. Let's go talk to the homeowner and see if he'd recommend us to anyone else. I don't know. You never know until you ask. And there they are. There they are. What do you think, John?
Those are awesome.
You like it?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
Are you what they say is a happy customer?
I am one hell of a happy customer.
All right, good. We got him in. So I believe that there was one thing I left behind last night that's critical to my lifestyle.
Yes, it is
What was
right
that?
over there. That would be your floppy hat.
My floppy hat. Okay.
Oh, not the floppy hat.
Yeah, that's my signature. I can't be shown on camera without it because people won't know who I am. So on all my videos, I try to end with a happy ending for my viewers. You ready for that?
Absolutely.
All right, you come over here. I'm going to show you how we do it. Right? You're going to stand right here.
Okay.
This is right. You're going to hold my camera.
I'm going to hold your camera?
Yeah, you're going to stand right where I am.
Okay.
Hold my camera.
Okay.
You stand right here.
Okay.
Right? Hold the camera just like that.
Okay.
All right. Okay, this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
I'm supposed to be filming you. Oh
Hold the
my
camera.
God.
Keep holding the camera.
Oh my God.
Here we go. This is every kid's fantasy that has
Oh.
a swimming pool
Oh
and a
my
tractor. Yeah. See, the
There
problem
you go.
is that my body got older, but I didn't mature at all. I just kept doing the same stuff I've been doing my whole life since I was 14. Here we go. Woohoo!
Oh, nice job. Nice job.
I have a name for that dive. It is the Bikini Atoll tsunami-inducing inverted cannonball.
That looks
I'm going to
fantastic.
call that a complete admission.
With that.
Gary Gregg, your rapid response special ops, semi-nomadic botanical mercenary at your service. Give us a call.
I know, but
Get some palm trees.
mechanical.
You're a gentleman. There you go.